Happy Halloween, Pope Nation! Here we are with a brand new review, a spooky review. I thought for this Halloween, I'm not just gonna do the Halloween like the typical Michael Myers or Texas Chainsaw. No, I thought I would review a film that I've been wanting to review for a while and actually rewatch, and this gave me the capability to rewatch it, and that is The Shining. Stanley Kubrick, I will say this. You have made a masterpiece. You know, I've only seen this film once, and that was a while ago, and I really enjoyed it. Now, again, watching this film after a while from seeing it, you know, I'm 20 years old now, I'm seeing the film, and it's been a very long time, and for me, The Shining, you know, a lot of people hail it as one of their favorite films of all time, and hail it as a masterpiece, and I've always agreed to a certain extent to that, but after rewatching it now, honestly, I agree with that. This film is a masterpiece. I don't have any cons with The Shining. This film holds up wonderfully, and I will say to this day, honestly, after watching it again, this is honestly in my top 20 of all time. There's a lot of reasons for that. I mean, the performances in here are off the charts amazing. Jack Nicholson gives one of the most unsettling, but one of the best performances I've ever seen in his career, and in general. Jack Torrance, this guy who just, he brings such charisma, but craziness, and just, he knows, he eats each of the sceneries up. He is so damn good. And do not forget about Shelley Duvall. She is fantastic in here as Jack Torrance's wife, and she is so freaking good in here. I mean, she is good. You see how fearful she is and how terrified she is in these scenes, and you believe it. There's not one instance where I thought she was overacting. Every single scene, I believe it. And honestly, Danny Lloyd, the kid in here, gives fantastic performance as Danny. I mean, kid performances are here and so far, and some of them don't work, and in here, Danny Lloyd really made it work, and I'm very impressed to see that, and actually say that, because, like I said, sometimes kid performances don't really mesh well. I mean, from there, the real star of this is Stanley Kubrick. The guy had a vision, and he set out to make that vision. I know Stephen King doesn't like an adaptation of this film for his, and for good reason, I understand. Stanley Kubrick changed a lot of stuff from the original novel, from what I understand. And I think for the most part, that was actually the right decision to do, whatever King does say or doesn't say. But I think Kubrick filmed this film in such a fantastic style. To one, it still holds up today, because this is a very unsettling film. This is very much a horror film, but in different aspects. It doesn't rely on jump scares like most films do today. You know, this film relies on masterful, skillful direction, camera angles, and cinematography, and just the meanings and everything around this film. I'm not going to say any spoilers really much if you guys have never seen the film. You guys need to treat yourself and watch The Shining. But like I said, Stanley Kubrick does something special with the camera angles, with the unsettling score in here. The score in here is magnificent, and at every scene when you don't know what's going to happen, it just feels unsettling. You get goosebumps from watching it. It made me literally pull the blanket over my head and being like, I don't remember what's going to happen, and I'm really terrified. And that's saying a lot, because this is really one of the best horror films to date, because it's so unsettling. It's not one of those films that's really going to scare you in the moment, but it's one of those films that makes you unsettled and chilled, and just get chills down your spine. It's spooky and crazy. The cold weather of the hotel, just, you feel it in here, and I love seeing that in this film, that how much it still holds up to this date, because this film came out in the 80s. And it's insane that this film still holds up today. Shining is a fantastic film. I cannot praise this film enough. From the direction, to the acting, to the score, to the scares in here, to the symbolism, and especially the ending. For me, this is one of the best endings I've ever seen for a film, where it makes you relook and think everything else that just happened. And I know the ending has been very diverse to people. I know a lot of people have different theories of what the ending is, and I have my own as well. And I'm not going to say it because, like I said, I don't want to spoil it and kind of ruin the film, but really the ending is, it's chilling. It's unsettling, just like the whole film is. It's one of the most entertaining films out there as well, with one of the most unique stories as well. You have to thank Stephen King for writing the story, and also Kubrick for taking it and adapting it into his own style. And do not forget about the performances, like I said. Forget about Jack Nicholson either, or Shelley Duvall especially, or even Danny Lloyd. They all made the movie work. I absolutely adore The Shining. Not wait to rewatch this film. This is easily one of my favorite films of all time now, like I've already said. But like I said, guys, with all that said, I'm going to have to give The Shining an A+. Shining is a fantastic film. I cannot praise that enough. I don't know why, but I was so swept off my feet and mesmerized by the whole 2-hour and 23-minute runtime for this film. It's just beautifully made, and it's fantastic. Rest in peace, Stanley Kubrick. You have made a film that will be able to stand time forever. Like, this is one of the best films ever made. I love the film, and it's surprising to hear that this film actually had Razzies. Like, it's insane to think that this film could have won Razzies, and it was actually nominated for some. It's insane to think that. But comment down below, guys. What are your guys' thoughts of The Shining? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Have you seen it? Have you never seen it? Let's talk about it down below in the comments. This is why you're here, guys. If you're new, make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe, because I really like talking movies with you guys. That's why I do this. And make sure to hit that little bell down below so that you guys never miss a video. Tons of videos, tons of collabs coming up. I can't wait to talk with you guys about movies in general. This is a ton of fun, guys. Of course, make sure to look out for my Thor Ragnarok review this weekend. I cannot wait to see that movie. But as always, have a happy Halloween and stay classy.